Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Keto Cooking. Everybody, welcome back to Keto Cooking. I'm Tom, the Keto Cook. Today we're going to be doing a collaboration with a ton of other channels, and it's called Last Chance Cook-Off. Okay, today's in September 7th, and I am going to be making a seafood combination, but I'm going to smoke it. Lightly smoke, and you know what? Let's get going with it. Okay, originally what I was going to do is I was going to do a whole stuffed lobster, but I couldn't find lobster out here, and to have it flown in, I would have needed to take out a loan. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some crab, snow crab, lobster tail, some shrimp, and some scallops. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to put a little brown on the scallop, and I'm going to show you how. And the rest of this is going to get opened up. I'm going to clean off the shrimp, and this is going to go into my smoker. Okay, in the smoker I'm going to be using some applewood chips. I use these quite a bit. This is a little bit mellow smoke to it, so I don't want to heavily over smoke the seafood. Now, okay, get the tray out. It's pretty much getting up to where I want it to be. And I'm going to do this. This seafood will cook up quick. Okay, so I got that in there. Also have another water bath. All right. Now, sticking with the tradition of the collab, cooking outside, everything to be cooked outside, prepared outside, I am going to be making this seafood combo in my cast iron. That's going to go into the smoker. And I am going to use my little burner here on top to cook off. I'm going to make the scallops in here. I'm just going to brown them off a little bit just to get them going. I'll explain why in a minute. Now that little burner right there I use quite a bit. I also have a flat griddle that I use on there. I cook a lot of stuff on it outside, so. It is a great little burner right here. This thing is butane charged. You can use it in the house, outside, wherever you want. Very portable, very economical to use. So now, getting back to these scallops. The whole purpose of me cooking them in a pan separately is to try to get rid of most of the moisture. Now, if I was to do this in a brown butter sauce and make them sear them on the outside with a little color, I would keep them in the refrigerator overnight. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to just sort of lock in some of the moisture that's there. All right, I sound like an oxymoron right now, but the whole point is you don't want to release all the water right now. You want to keep it a little bit moist so they don't dry out. So when I do put them into the smoker, okay, they're still going to be moist and won't flood the pan with some more water. So as you can see right there, middle there, it is still a little raw, and that's where I want it. I want a little bit of moisture so it doesn't dry, and especially when you're smoking, because if it's not done right, you can really dry all the seafood out really well. So it'll be dry as heck. Okay. Okay, now we're going to be cleaning up some shrimp. I already started it. These are already deveined, and these are what they call U15s, U13 to 15. That means 13 to 15 per pound. Big shrimp. They're already deveined, and I save the shells because I like to make some shrimp bisque, and I'll save all the seafood shells that I take off, and I will cook this down. I like to make the stock, and old habits die hard. So anyway, I'll keep this. Matter of fact, I'll keep most of the shells. These are great shrimp. These are huge. So what I'll do is I'll take these and I'm going to wrap them around the scallops, and they're going to go into the lobster shell. Now also here are some crab legs. Now I didn't have to break these up, but you know what? Gives a little bit different taste on it, so we're just taking some of them. And this is from the body. And what I'll do is I'll break it up. That's nice lump crab meat right there. So we'll just peel this apart, pull it out. This is already cooked, so great stuff. Now, the lobster. Haha. Still a little frozen. I thawed it out a little bit. Now, what I'm going to be doing, this is probably 3.5 to 4 ounce lobster tails. And I tell you what, they were very, very expensive. Matter of fact, I was a little shocked about it. Usually you can get these for like 2 in a pack for like $9. Actually, they were almost close to 25 bucks. Anyway, but you know what? The end of the summer, and gotta live it up a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll split these and I'll take these out. Now I want to save the shell, or else I would just bust the shell right off if I was taking them out, or cook them right in the shell. So I just got to wiggle it around a little bit. Sound like Jerry Lee Lewis. Wiggle around just a little bit. Anyway, now I'm going to pull this out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them and put them on a skewer. This will keep them from curling. This one's giving me a little bit of a rough time. Oh, there you go. And you clean out the vein a little bit. You can see how water soaked these are. Good stuff, though. Very good. Now, I'm going to take a short skewer. This is a 6-inch skewer. Now, normally you would wet these if you're going to cook them in the oven and stuff, or on the grill so they don't burn. But being that it's going into the smoker at 250 to 300 degrees, they're not going to burn at all. So they're not going to be in there that long. Okay, now I'm going to stick this through here to keep them straight. We're going to get this party rolling here. There it is. Not to spend too much time on this, but I'm going to cut up an onion, dice it up a little bit, and it's going to go into the bottom of the pan. This gives it just a little bit more flavor. That I'm going to put a half a lemon in the bottom of the pan, also with some butter, and pretty self-explanatory. But it gives it a nice base and good flavor. I will also be saving that for other too. Now, getting to my spice. My beloved Old Bay. I love Old Bay, especially on seafood. Been around it all my life. Good stuff. 1 tablespoon into a little ramekin there, a little glass dish. Now, I'm going to also be trying out my friend's stuff, his Drunken Chef's salt, pepper, garlic, and jalapeno. Really like this stuff. So I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of that. Old Bay does have some salt in it, and so does chef's stuff, but I don't want to overpower it. I want a little heat. So now I'm going to be putting in a teaspoon of fresh ground parsley. Now, Uncle Steve's getting in the picture here too. Spicy R. He's getting pretty good stuff. Now, that's also a half a teaspoon that I'm going to be using on here. There again, I don't want to overpower it. Now, this I made up. This is onion and garlic, pretty heavy, and pepper. No salt in it. I'll just mix up a little bit of that in there. And now I'll just stir this, and we're going to get ready to sprinkle them. Well, we had to move operations inside. Just too hot outside. There's butter just from sitting outside right there. It is 114 degrees right now. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. Safety first. When you're in the kitchen, make sure nobody else can get sick or whatever. Seafood cannot be out in extreme heat. And even in a restaurant setting, you keep them in a refrigerator at all times. So with that said, this had to be put together inside. So this is the final result right here. Now I wanted to walk you through about how I did each item stuff, but it's just too hot, and actually I forgot to bring the camera in, honestly. But inside the shell, the lobster shell, is shrimp wrapped around scallops, and they're put inside the lobster shell just to hold it in and for show. On the bottom, you'll see I chopped up the red onion is on the bottom, and also squeezed lemon, and also some spice. That spice that I mixed up. Now I'm going to put some more spice up here onto the top of it, and then this is going to go in to the smoker. There again, I know everything had to be done outside and prepared outside, but I just didn't want to take a chance with seafood sitting out there while I was putting together. And besides, I don't want to get sick. Okay, up to temperature. It's about 275 right now. Smoke is billowing out pretty good. Now I'm going to put them in to the middle rack. And also on top there, I made some butter with lemon and some of the seasoning and some Frank's hot sauce. So now this is about 25 minutes into it. I'm going to let this go about 45 minutes. And this is looking pretty good. So I'm going to let them go a little bit longer. And then we're going to get ready to pull this out. We're going to sit down and feast. Because you know what? It is the last chance cook-off. Yes, sir. There it is. Done in a cast iron. I tell you what, the smells are unbelievable. Really, really good. Now, there it is. You see the scallop inside. Shrimp wrapped around it. Some crab meat in there also. Lobster tail, some clarified butter with Frank's hot sauce, and some of the seasoning I made. Now, this is where I get caught. My wife made me change my shirt, okay, because she said I'm a slob. So I said, no, I'm not, and guess what I do? Bloop. But she's not looking. I don't know, but she's got eyes everywhere. So I told her I'm not a slob. But look. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, boy. Yep, hide the evidence. Hey, listen, thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody. Like and subscribe, and please check out the Last Chance Cook-Off. Hashtag Last Chance Cook-Off. Check out everybody. It's over 100, I believe, in the collaboration. Thanks for watching. Take care.